All right, ladies and gentlemen, Robert Workman here with EMS Safety Company. Today's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm gonna do some quick demonstrations, some basic tests that any light bulb manufacturer could have done before they made the light bulb. So this is what Edison made back in 18, whenever it was. So I turn on the Edison light bulb, the halogen light bulb, or the incandescent light bulb here, and this is a sine wave. This is the dirty electricity wave right here. So when I turn this bulb on, it's gonna tell me what's going on in the neutral side of this line. The reason I'm doing this test is we used to be able to stick in these little meters here that would tell us how much dirty electricity that light bulb would actually generate. But now they've gotten very creative in making the light bulbs. They're all made in the same place in China anyway, and they know these only pick up between 10 kilohertz to 100 kilohertz worth of frequency, so they just rearrange the frequencies on these LEDs so we can't pick them up. But with a little extra intelligence, we figure out a way to pick up the pulsing. So we have a pulse meter here, we have a ERPTech spectrum light detector as well, a pulse test here, and also an oscilloscope. So let's go and turn on the healthy Edison light bulb here and see what happens to the sine wave. And it's completely normal. Let's use the spectrum and we'll test out the light frequencies here coming off the light bulb. And it's a perfectly symmetrical wave to the frequency. And we can now turn on the pulsing machine, and no pulsing, okay, no pulsing there. And now let's go ahead and take that out where it gets a little warm. And just go ahead and go to a LED light bulb, which, you know, we put these in here to save the polar bears, right? Keep from global warming. Actually, our bodies are made of carbon. Trees are made of carbon, so actually carbon is actually good for the environment, but we've been told it's the other way around. But the trees need carbon, which is pretty ironic that things are kind of 2 + 2 = 5. Let's turn on our LED light bulb, see what it does to the sine wave here, and of course, there you go. You got the jaggedness. So that jar, that amperage voltage is hitting at neutral. Your body's absorbing it because this is an electrical field. You have electrical field. Let's go back to the spectrum light detector here, and there you go. It's got a pulse there. It's not a normal wave to it at all. Then let's go ahead and turn on the machine that detects the actual pulsing, and it's completely noisy. There you go. Not so good. Now, I wave these meters around people's homes sometimes, and they just get kind of baffled that this is so simplistic. Let's go and turn that off. Let's go back to our ones that we were told were our very first generation CFLs. You want to have mercury in them. You know, mercury is a class 2B carcinogenic. And then when you turn the light on to it, it actually spreads throughout the entire body. Your body will harmonize with that and actually start to attenuate with that frequency over time. And you turn that on. Oh, there it is again. There's your Jag. There's Jurassic Park right there. Let's go and do this one here with the old light spectrum analyzer. Oh, look at that. Really, really messed up. You can definitely see the pulsing in that one there. So let's go ahead and turn on the, there we go. You hear the noise? This one puts out all different types of frequencies, you know. Oh, there's your jagged. So that's why your bodies are getting sick, folks. You know, because the earth is electric. It's being EMF with dirty electricity. So it's making our body sick. Our body will attenuate with those frequencies. And if I kind of tune into my little screen right here, there's actually a video of me. I'm going to turn this thing off here. But I talked about in 2019, December, I did a presentation predicting what was going to happen. And I'm turn on a quick clip here and hear what I had to say.
All connected to that. We start adding extra detriments, other activity in that grid, just like it's done for the past 150 years since Nikola Tesla invented AC current. We're looking for a disaster, and that's not actually saying things too lightly or too heavily. That's saying it mildly.
So the last time I checked, we just had a disaster. And the reason I knew there was going to be a disaster, see, the system doesn't care that we figure out that electromagnetic radiation causes the same symptoms of COVID. They don't care about that. They know we're going to figure that out. But what they don't want us to know is they want to stay in complete control. And I was going to say something about that, but I'm going to stop with that. But the only way this is ever going to change is to add a wire to your kids' devices and get a landline telephone. This is all we got to do. Then all these pulsing goes away. We should tell all kids under the age of 18 they don't get any smartphones because it's not safe anyway. Then in this industry even admits it's not even safe. And then grandma and grandpa, they should get rid of everybody should use a landline. And if you can get away from the smartphones, get away from them. If you have to use them for your businesses, I understand that. You can't go bankrupt. You have to support your family. But get away from it. Get rid of the phone. Turn on airplane mode when you're having family dinner. Turn the damn phone off. Because you want to have success, okay? The two best books ever written in history is this book right here and The Laws of Success by Napoleon Hill. It talks about how your brain is a transmitter receiver of frequency. So now we've added all this electromagnetic soup into our environment. So now it's dirty. We've been EMF. Even doctors say that now. We have a book that took 20 years to write talking about what this was going to happen. And we're sitting back wondering why we're sick all the time. We're sitting back wondering why we're in this electromagnetic soup and we can't have discernment. When you add these electromagnetic soups to your system, you create an opportunity to put into what I call the matrix bubble. You're in a matrix bubble, so your right brain critical thing shuts off. So get a landline, reduce your exposure, hardwire everything, and I promise you'll feel a lot better. If not, it's going to cost you thousands of dollars to fix everything. It's a lot cheaper to fix it now.